I'm Coach Daphne Mitchell, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on Sports Like Talk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rise and star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
SLT Nation! Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. That's right, we are searching the globe high and low, and we're finding rising stars in our communities who are doing big things and living out what, KT?
Big dreams.
And today, the dream don't get no bigger, baby. We hanging banners in the building today. That's right, fresh off a Final Four national championship, straight out of Atlanta, Georgia. We got a real peach in the building today. One of the assistant coaches going into her third season at Louisiana State University. National champion assistant coach Daphne Mitchell in the building. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm great, man. I love that intro. I'm hyped now.
In my head, I keep saying slide in the DM. You know what I'm saying? It's going down in the DM. We got her, ladies and gentlemen. DM is in the building. Hey, check this out. We had BJ Ojolari. We had Terrence Laird. We had the recruits that's going to LSU on the show. Now we got the women's basketball program. If you're an LSU fan out there, let's make some noise. Welcome back to the show. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, an OG, all thing, everything, Louisiana. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, my partner in crime, the Quiet Storm, the head coach, KT, even though he wearing the wrong purple. It's all good. KT, what's good with you today, man?
I tried to rock with you and coach, and you just keep shooting me down. You want me to just take everything off? Good grief.
You try. I'm good with you. Don't listen.
That's what I'm saying, coach. Hey, only for you, coach. I mean, let's throw the L up, B. Jones. Come on, man.
Throw your L's up. All right, KT, all right, I'm going to let you ride with you, man. How you feeling today, fam?
The fact that we got somebody from LSU on for you, B. Jones, and your energy, you already have amazing energy. It's just, you took it up another level, man. So
I'm about to cry,
man. Let's get turned up. Let's go.
I'm about to cry. Y'all hang out for 30 minutes.
Please cry. Please cry so I can have it on wax.
I'm emotional. Hey, check this out. Before we get to Daphne Mitchell's amazing story, because we're finna take y'all to Georgia Tech. We're finna take, this thing finna be crazy. We finna have some fun. We got to pay the bills. So check this out. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm from Shreveport. 318 in the building. Y'all got to show us some love, all right? We want to keep this amazing momentum of 2023 going. We at the midway point of the year, and it has just been phenomenal. We can't do it without you. We can't do this without you. So we need y'all to lock hands, lock arms, join hands, and help us to grow this show, all right? So on the count of three, it's real simple, Bayou Nation, Bayou Bengals. We need y'all to smash that subscribe button. If you want to come out here and do all this with Angel Reese, you got to smash that subscribe button. All right, here we go. On the count of three. Coach Mitchell, your folks rocking with us?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, I like Coach Mitchell. Yeah, she said, oh, yeah. That's that championship confidence. Everybody ain't got a ring. All right, here we go. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Boom! Welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. Me and KT, we take that extremely serious. We don't do fans. We don't do followers. We do family around here. So if you did smash that subscribe button, I'm your new big play cousin. See, Davin, I say that now. Some guests be like, play cousin? What is a play? You know what that means if you've been in Louisiana. Yeah, you know what a play cousin is down in Baton Rouge. All right, Coach. Well, here we go. Now, this is the part of the show. We got to get to know you for who you are, right? We got to learn more about the woman behind the whistle, behind the clipboard. So We're going to get to know you a little bit better. So, Daphne Mitchell, welcome to the Sports Life Talk Initiation.
I'm excited. Thank y'all for having me. Man, I'm excited. This is fun. It's already fun.
Coach. Well, B. Jones, you act like Louisiana's a person that the state that created Play Cousins. I don't know why you keep saying that. Maybe everybody got a Play Cousins.
We created the gritty. We created the gritty.
Well, now you just switched into a dance. I was talking about the look. Coach, to initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Okay. Well, she just started her tour last night. So Beyonce, we'll start there. John Legend, Snow Allegra.
Ooh.
I know. Yeah, I love a good, Drake. And fifth. Who's the fifth one? I know I'm gonna miss somebody and be real, real mad. My fifth one. Let's go with Tim's right now.
Cool. Tim's?
Let's go with Tim's right now.
I ain't heard of Tim's. You heard of Tim's?
No, I haven't. Is it
Okay.
R&B?
Coach, you want to put us on this Tim's?
You know Tim's. I promise you do. If you type. Yeah.
Like if the song came on, I'll be like, oh,
yeah,
that's
like,
Tim.
oh, yeah.
I don't know, Coach. We old, so I thought you were talking about Timberland.
I don't even want to sing it. This is the piece that you cannot buy. Send me. No. Oh, man.
Okay, yes. I have heard that one.
What about Coach with the choir voice though?
I know.
It sound like you might have a little bit of that. Like you can't be a front.
I can pretend like I can sing.
Yeah. We got
like a note. And you know what? I'm gonna add a 6th one, and I really should have put this one as first because why would I not be a big fan of my own player, Flage? So I should throw that one out. Because she just dropped one the other day that I'm like, man, girl. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Now let me tell you something, Coach. Now normally everybody try to change up his initiation, and this is my initiation. I do it my way. Look, you came on here. I'm gonna add a 6. He said, oh, look, he said he going along.
My problem is when you try to change my initiation. When you try to change it, Coach is a champion. You just a dude I work with all the time. All right, so Coach can do that.
You respect the champion.
Well, this is true. Don't let look. All right, so Coach, we like to rank everybody's top 5, and the highest you get is 5. Okay. And there's no way I'm going to give a 2-time national champion anything less than 5, B. Jones. So, Coach, how long have you been coaching?
This is going into my 12. This will be going into my 13th year, so 12 years total.
13th year, B. Jones. So you know what that means, right? We're giving her 13.
What if I would have been like 20? No,
he'd have went 7 more times. He'd have went 7 more times, Coach. This is monumental, so we got to pull out all the stops for you. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
My favorite superhero, funny, Batman. Why? I don't know. I guess he kind of gives obviously he's still kind of like, we watch Batman. It's still the persona, still like a little villain, but he's still a good guy. Like the whole Dark Knight type deal and all that was going on. Like you can't really decide, like, is he just a stand-up Superman guy? No, but he got a little edge to him, I feel like. So that's why I like Batman.
Yeah, he's a vigilante. So B. Jones, Coach and I vibing right now because Batman, that's my guy too. So
it's okay. We'll let you come. We'll let you be an LSU fan for a day. It's okay.
Yeah, just for a day, then I'm gonna take this off. All right. So since every good superhero needs their own theme music, Coach, what would your theme song be?
Theme song. I'm gonna pick this one. I don't know if it's actually my theme song for real, but I'm gonna say "Nice for What."
How does that go?
Now y'all want me to sing again? That's what y'all want. It's a rap. It's I think it's Drake. I think Drake sings that. Nice. I think
I know what you're talking about.
The real one with my reflection. That was nice for what to do. Yeah, that song.
You gotta be white.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say that.
With the one, Coach, we like to sing too on the show. So if you say something that we know, we will sing it.
Because honestly, it's hard to pick one. I feel like I'm a walking soundtrack. Like I feel like that's how I walk around every day. Like you say something, I'm gonna find a song that's gonna or I'm gonna find a lyric to put and start singing that. So yeah.
All right. So if you could shadow anyone for a week and learn from them, they could be either dead or alive. Who would it be and why?
Off the top of my head, I got 2, and they They right
Give
there.
us both. Give us both.
Okay, well, Michelle Obama and Issa Rae. So,
Ooh, I like both of those. We've had Michelle. I don't think we've had Issa. So tell us what's up with you and Issa.
So Issa's like my spirit animal. Like I am just, she's my person. I don't know. It's actually funny. One of my friends put me on Issa in the show Insecure, like back when it first came out, and I watched it and I saw so much of myself in Issa, like not just the character, but like her real, like back to her YouTube stuff and everything else. And I was like, man. So then I got her book and I read her book, and it was like I had wrote the book myself, and I was like, okay, so I just have this like random connection, I feel like, with Issa. So that's why, and I just like her vibe. Like she got good vibes, you know, like she kind of walks around, she does her own
for
thing.
Real.
She's in the public eye, but she's also in the back a little bit too. She's kind of chill, so that's why I would pick Issa. Michelle Obama's a no-brainer just because, like, just a powerful woman, like still soft-spoken, like knows kind of like a chameleon, like she can be in the forefront and like lead, but she also knows how to like take a back seat, which is kind of how I feel like coaching is as an assistant. Like you can lead your players, but also if you're not the head coach, you know how to know your role. So I just kind of just follow. She just seems fun to follow around too. Like I feel like she got a lot going on back there behind the scenes.
So what advice would you give your younger coaching self?
Use your voice sooner. I think sometimes I used to underestimate like the value of my voice when it came to like the connection with players, just because I was so busy trying to like just learn and not step on toes and not, you know, just trying to fit in, as opposed to like, I think one of the phrases I've adapted is be a stiletto in a room full of flats. Like it's okay to stand out. It's okay to be loud. It's okay to be seen. Okay, sometimes. So yeah, that would be my advice.
I like you. I can't go around saying it. I'm gonna be a stiletto. I love that saying though. I love that saying.
Yeah.
You can talk about like a flattened wings or something, B. Jones, so you can use something like that. All right, Coach. So tell us how your friends outside of basketball would describe you.
I think I'm funny. I think like I clown all day. And it's funny because like my players don't really see that much. They do, like someone that really gets to know me, they like, Dad, you funny. Like I be like, because I got a little stuff I say under my breath all the time. They be like, but I think my friends will say I'm funny, I'm dependable. That's like an ongoing like joke that we had since college, like dependable dad. And I can explain why, but just know I'm always a phone call away when somebody needs something or need me, whatever. So I just think I'm personable. Like I said, I can pretty much get along with like a quick story. When I was first got into coaching, we played a game back in Georgia at Kennesaw State, and like a lot of my teammates came, probably like 10 or 12 of them came. And it was funny because the comment made was like, Daph is the only person that would be able to get all of us together in one time. So it's kind of like that glue person or whatever. Like, so yeah, I think that would be how they describe me.
All right. Excuse me. So if you're watching this show, before you go, don't turn this off yet. Go to our website though after the show, sltugotnext.com. On there, you can find out more about B. Jones and myself, as well as the rest of our family members from our You Got Next series. Speaking of family, the most important thing in life will always be family, and B. Jones and I, that's something we live by. So allow me to reintroduce our newest play cousin, Coach Daphne Mitchell, to the show. So B. Jones, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Daphne Mitchell, welcome to the family. I don't know why I'm starstruck. I feel like I've done something. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm gonna get through this whole interview, because I know Kim Mulkey probably gonna stop by and see this. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got all these superstars. I love it. All the young ladies. You guys became rock stars this past year. Wasn't that just kind of crazy? Were you expecting that? Were y'all expecting the kind of national notoriety and attention that you guys were gonna be getting?
Absolutely not. It definitely was not like how we started the season thinking like, yeah, we're going to do this, and that. We're just like, hey, we want to be better than we were last year. And as far as the rock star part, it's funny. One of my other assistants, they call it the free smoke tour. And we literally are on tour. Like that's what it started to feel like. Like we're on tour, like watching our girls after games and fans and how they had to. It was crazy. Like good crazy, but it was crazy.
Can I tell you something I'm really embarrassed about? My favorite part of the game wasn't us winning because I watched the team. I'm an LSU fan, so I watched all through the year. I've been capping all year long, telling everybody how great you are. All y'all other bandwagoners, welcome to the family. But my favorite part of watching LSU women's basketball team play on national television is the standard that Kim Mulkey sets, and y'all all come dressed to the night. Y'all be sharp. Y'all be casting sharp out there. What's my boy name? Joe.
Joe Swartz. Joe Reddy.
Y'all be clean. Y'all be clean. One time I got dressed up just to watch the game at the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting over there in a tuxedo just so I can live up to the standard. Is that something intentional that y'all do? Did y'all
For sure. Well, Coach Mulkey is just like she's big on appearance and how you present yourself, which is great. I love it. Like that year when COVID happened, everyone was in sweats. Some people just stuck with it and they adapted because it's comfortable. But I don't know. It's just something about like we wear sweats all the time. We are in basketball clothes all the time, practice, office. And in most jobs, people get dressed to go to work, right? They put on clothes. So I feel like I'm going to work. So it's good. But yeah, no, she sets the standard. Everyone loves it. We like it. Like it's something it's fun. Like what you gonna wear? What you wearing this game? What you wearing this game? Like not to coordinate, but just to be like, yeah, I got some heat coming or whatever. Like,
hey, I'm trying to tell you because y'all can literally lead the game and go straight to the ball, to the banquet. Thanks. When you talk about stilettos, y'all be real. But Coach, you know what? Please forgive me. We didn't even talk about your origin story because every superhero got an origin story, and every guest that come on Sports Life Talk, they are a superhero in our eyes. So when you came up out of Georgia, you know what I mean? So tell us a little bit about when you fell in love with basketball and why did you choose this great game of basketball?
Well, you know, it's funny. My first sport was softball, and I was actually really good at softball when I was young. I didn't play basketball until I probably was about 11, like so 6th grade maybe. And I went to a camp. And then the coach was like, yeah, I was always the tallest kid in my class. Always. Never always in the back of the class teaching the school photo. Like it's just that was it. And so got into basketball, rec league, played all the way through high school, college obviously, and then overseas a little bit. And when I fell in love with it, honestly, I think it just kind of organically happened. It was like, okay, you're tall, let's play. And then it's like, yo, like people tell my mom like she's pretty good. You might want to like get her in some. I didn't even play AAU until going to my junior year of high school. So, which a lot of kids are starting. Yeah, a lot of kids start way younger than that. And I'm like 10th grade. Like, okay, what is AAU? What we travel? What is this? Like, I just didn't know. But you know, fortunately, God blessed me with some talents that was able to overcome the later start than most. But yeah.
Now I know everybody want to talk about your journey at LSU. I'm pretty sure you see people in the streets are like, "Oh my goodness, y'all just won a ring," but this ain't new to you. It's new to me. It's new to me as a basketball fan at LSU, but this ain't new to you and Kim Mulkey. Y'all already had rings on when y'all walked into the building down there in Baton Rouge. Was this winning this national championship? Was it different than winning the first one? And did winning that first one kind of give you guys the confidence or that insight of what needed to happen or what needed to be done to go out and do what you guys did and pulled off this last March and May?
It's definitely different. It feels different for me. Like, you know, this coach is like, I lost count how many she's got now. But for me, for it to be my second one, it definitely feels different than the first one. Not that it's better or worse or whatever. I think this was so unexpected. I think the first one was like we were at Baylor and everyone was like expecting us to get back to a Final Four, expecting us to, you know, compete for a national championship. I think here it was just more like we knew eventually this was going to be the goal, but didn't think it would happen so fast. So it was just never like this. It just crept up on us, honestly. And then as far as like no one coming in, I already have won one. You know what it feels like. Okay, you know, like, hey, we got to have this. And I mean, coach would say it all year, like, you know, we might be one guard away from winning one or one so-and-so away. Like, we can fix this or we got to, and that's why our whole theme was this year, piecing it together. Like, we took those pieces we got out the portal, matched with the freshmen and the one significant returner that we had that played a lot of minutes, and pieced it together. Like, we just laughed like that. That played out really well as far as I think for the year.
Coach, you got to quit reading my notes over here. That's my next question. So was that kind of you talked about a free smoke tour. Did you guys kind of bring that, hey, it don't matter, we're going to play the bad guy role because nobody expected us to be here? You got, like you said, Alexis Moore says she's coming back, but The rest of these players last year came from a JUCO. Angel Reese came from the portal. Katari comes from the portal. So you got all of these portal kids that came together and really didn't even get the opportunity to play as a unit until the summertime. Like, what did that? I mean, like, is that where this whole you can't see us because they doubted y'all all year? Nobody thought y'all were gonna do this, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, win here, win here, win here. And I'm gonna tell you, y'all tried to bury us after that Tennessee thing. They can't, LSU can't hold leads. Y'all wanted to bury us, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to come out and say that because
me too.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, LSU, we dropping them to a third seed. Man, get out of here with that foolishness, man. All right, coach, but tell us, how did y'all pull it off, pulling together and assembling so much talent in a small amount of time, but then making it work? That's what's unique. Y'all made it work.
I think we knew we lost a lot. I mean, we lost 80% of our offense. So we were like, that was already like, we got to figure this out. We knew the portal was going to be probably one of our bigger. Kim has always wanted to, she's always gotten a guard out of the portal, at least one. Just one, like, grad transfer or something when we had Chloe Jackson and Taya Cooper and Dejanay Carrington were at Baylor. And then this is our biggest, like, we got to go big because we lost so much coming in. But figuring out how to put it together, it just kind of just, like I said, it's not perfect. It was fitting this piece here. Like, we changed our starting lineup going into the tournament. So it was just what was needed at the time. And coaches, I think we never start looking too far ahead, like, because for us, we knew, like, we got to go one game and it sounds so cliche, but it literally was one game at a time. And that's how it was in 19. We knew everyone said, oh, we knew we didn't have any pressure. No one was expecting us to win. Like you said, they put us as a 3 seed. Okay. It actually worked out for our benefit, right? So, like, okay.
Sure did.
It was like when the tournament when the selection show happens, you got to be good and you got to be lucky. And that's kind of like the recipe we had. We got lucky on a lot of things, a couple breaks here and there, and we just had to do our part. We were like, Kim was like, don't worry about where they seat us. Don't worry about what bracket we're in. We can't worry about that. Literally, we're gonna do our part on this end. Y'all got to execute out there and do your part. And so it was just, she does a really good job of holding everyone accountable. That's coaches, managers, players. Everyone's so bought in here. You come here, you can't help but work hard. Like, it's just you don't want to be the one person like, like, you ain't working hard enough. And because someone next to you can tell you that. No, because it's for real. Like, the person next to you can say, hey, you're not working hard enough. And you're like, dang, she right. Okay, let me pick it up. Like, so, yeah.
Now, coach, are you in a hurry? Because I mean, I know the people loving this. I'm loving this. I don't want to cut this off. I'm sorry. We're gonna go a little bit over the 30 minutes today. But coach, I got to ask you, what was it like being a coach? Because you coaches, y'all like mamas and big sisters and aunties. Y'all play the whole role. But it's nothing like seeing a success story. It's nothing like seeing that kid who been down and then all of a sudden they get to the national championship game and get 21 points because they can't miss. What was that like being there and watching Jasmine Carson become a household name and just get bucket after bucket and going into halftime? Like, what did y'all say to her going into halftime when that shot hit and went off the bank?
We didn't have to say anything to her. She just looked at us as like, I told y'all I had. She did Coach Monkey. She did. Flat out, she stayed back in the locker room. I mean, because she was struggling. She had games throughout the year where she would go on. Actually, she had a game against Florida where she went off against them. I don't know nobody that really liked Florida like that for real. But anyway, she had a game against Florida where she went off. So we knew she's always been like she's a pure shooter. So it's just more so like keeping her confidence up and like for her, like she know like, okay, I just gotta just keep shooting. And I said, man, we were like before the game, we just need Jazz to hit a couple shots. Like if she just hit a couple of them, we're gonna be able to hang in here. We're gonna be able to like give us a chance. And she went in and she told Coach Monkey, said, hey, cause she had a rough game the game before. And she looked at Coach, she said, I got you, Coach. And went in and went off. And at halftime, she sat in the locker room after everyone was gone. She said to Coach, I told you I got you. It was like, hey, babe, just do it again. Keep doing it. Like, just finish this game on out. We good. So, yeah, it's special to see that because you see, like, she works hard. She worked hard at her game. We only had her for 1 year. She bounced around from a couple schools before. And so, like, it meant a lot to her to be able to, like, prove to people that, like, I belong on this level. I can play at this level and I can impact a team. And she showed that on the biggest stage possible in college athletics and basketball. And I'm just happy for her because the attention that she got afterwards and moving forward, it's been great. So I love that.
Man, that was amazing. I'm telling you, it was emotional for us fans. I mean, I wish you could check my text, man. We were like, whoa, hey, Jazz going off, Jazz. The nation was going crazy when all of that transpired. So now my grandmother is a diehard LSU. She's a South Carolina fan, but we're from Louisiana. She's a diehard LSU women's basketball fan. And I told her, I was like, G-Mama, you can actually say I did something in my life. I got Daphne Mitchell coming on. She had the assistant coach. She was so excited, but she wanted me to ask this one question. And this is the question. How do you guys, and I know this starts at Kim Mulkey's leadership, but you guys allow your young ladies to really express themselves. You've allowed your young ladies to establish a personality which I personally think the women's game needed this so much, right? We didn't need the golf claps. We didn't need the best, hey, you know what, you a queen, I'm a queen, let's just support each other. No, give us sports, give us competition, and let these young ladies be themselves. How do you guys manage that though? How do you guys, is it a day where Kim Mulkey be like, all right, Angel, hey, is Coach Reedus, is Coach G Reedus, he like, hey, you're crossing the line a little bit. Y'all be careful. Don't put that out there in the Twitterverse. I mean, how do y'all manage that?
Well, like you said, it does start with Kim. Like, you think about it, like, her personality is just as big as anyone, as the next person. And so it's easy, like, she likes for her players to feed off her energy. So it's easy, like, to just kind of, like, you see her, like, it makes you want to, like, let me get a voice. Let me speak up. Let me have something. I got something to say. And so there's no judgment here. Like, what we try to do is just guide them in a sense, like, hey, you can ignore that comment. Like, people are always going to have something negative to say. Like, Kim is the prime example of people always having something negative to say and just having to ignore it. Or like, hey, you can speak, like, it's different ways. Just keep winning. Just keep doing this. You keep winning awards. You keep winning games. It won't matter. All the noise will eventually stop. And that's something, like, I think that our girls have been like, we preach to them all year long. Like, people are going to say stuff about you. You're going to want to defend yourself and defend your teammate. You can always, like, we just don't, we see it gets out of hand, that's what our social media people are for. Like, hey, like, let's scale back a little bit. But as far as personality wise, like, no, like, be yourself, be a voice. It creates a storyline. Why would you, like you said, it creates fun. Like, people, like, cause it's real life. Like, people can see themselves. Like, I can relate to Flage or Angel or Kateri or Jazz or a LaDeja, anyone. Like, there's so many personalities on the team. I think it's fun when when they get to know, like, more about, like, their likes and dislikes and what they're into. And it's just, like I said, it's great for the program, because who wouldn't want to come and play and, like, yeah, I'm a basketball player, but I also got this going on too, and I can do this, and I'm this, and I'm that. And so, yeah, you don't just get labeled as just, okay, here you got for 40 minutes, I can score points and rebound, but you have other stuff, because eventually that's going to stop one day. So you don't want to start your career at 23, 24, just trying to explain who you are. It's good. They're getting a jump start on it. Like, so I think it's, as far as managing, they do a good job of listening when it's like, hey, scale back, or like, hey, you're doing the most right now. Let's chill. Like, take a deep breath. Well, not even necessarily that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just take a deep breath. Like, because you don't want it to affect them. Because negativity can always, like, you're young. There's so much going on with social media. Like, you don't want to keep it's more so about keeping their mental space, like, clear, and not about having the retaliation of anything. It's like, hey, like, you don't have to feed into that. Like, they don't even know what they're talking about. You making money. Girl, do your thing. So, yeah.
That's right. And they making a lot of money. NILSU. Hey, what? All right, but Coach, so you did the parades. You've been to the baseball games. Y'all out there throwing first pitches, but y'all get to White House. It was announced recently that y'all going to the White House. How excited are you for that? I mean, I know. Did you go last time? Did you go with Baylor to the White House?
I went last.
Okay,
time.
So that was a different administration. So now you're going there with a new administration. So are you excited about that? I mean,
I'm excited about it. I think because when we went last time, Coach Mulkey did a good job of, like, making sure the trip wasn't just the White House visit. Like, we went to the African American History Museum. Like, the girls got to spend time there. It just was like, it's DC, so and I love DC, but like, it would make it, when we had a time frame, we can make it more than just about, because of past, we had to make it about some other stuff too, to make sure everybody was getting fed on all avenues. But I'm excited about it. It's always a joy, because, like, everyone at one point, people of our color weren't even allowed in the White House, and then there was a point where only the best were allowed in the White House. And so now it's a privilege, yes, but it's like, it's the recognition, it's the history. Like I went in last time, like, ooh, where Michelle Obama was sitting at? Let me try to take pictures of it. Like I was scrolling on Google trying to find pictures of her in the White House. And try to go in their room and take a picture over here, like reenact this. So you just make it where you want to make it, but it's special. I think it's a good thing. Our team is gonna go and they'll like it. They'll enjoy it when they're there.
All right, Coach. Well, y'all get to do the White House, but then you and I both knows what happened. Nobody gonna be talking about the championship no more. It's going all eyes gonna be on what this new look LSU team is going to do. You got to saddle back up, but this time the bullseye is now officially on your backs. Everybody chasing LSU at this stage in the game. Is no longer everybody chasing the South Carolina Gamecocks. So how do you guys, what is the mission? What is the thought process? What's the words when you guys look at each other? What are y'all saying to one another to prepare yourselves mentally for this rockstar tour you're about to go on? Free smoke too.
Free smoke. Oh, I like that. Free smoke. I'm gonna have to tell G. That's G and Joe. I'm gonna have to tell them. I think it's. I made a comment the other day. I was like, we just gotta stick to the script. And like this year, we had a whole thing like Showtime. Like it's Showtime, right? Every game was a show. We've been on a show. And I think sticking to the script meaning like not forgetting what got us to the national championship game last year, and that was just hard work, effort, and selflessness. We have some. We've formed a team that could very well be one of the best teams in college basketball if we play our cards right and we do everything we're supposed to do. People are like, well, there's not enough basketballs to go around. No, Kim Mulkey's a magician, okay? She can figure it out. I think our girls are because the girls that are coming here for something bigger than just stats and whatever. They had that where they were, I think the growth of our freshmen in Samaya and Flage, that's going to be huge. And then you're going to bring in the number one recruiting class we brought in. They're expected to play and impact us early on. And then obviously the 2 transfers we got out the portal this year, it's big. And I know our girls and our returners like Angel and Kateri and Poa, they are locked in. Like they're like, yeah, no, we don't want no slip ups. They know it's a target on our back. They get it. They're just gonna be like, okay, it's fine. But I think we'll do a good job of like just keeping it like, hey, whatever. We play basketball. We got games, and these are just basketball games. And as long as you win as many as you can, and hopefully you walk out of there with another ring, hoisting another trophy. But we won't even talk about that in our first meeting. That's not even gonna be. She'll state the obvious, but that's not gonna be the goal. The goal. We didn't win the SEC. Like we won the national championship. Like I know it sounds small, but we're like we didn't get an SEC ring this year. We didn't go undefeated in conference. So it's like. Yeah, we didn't win a SEC tournament champion. There are still things that we want to like. You want to win all of it, yes, that's the big daddy. But at the same time, it stops along the way that we missed, that we skipped over. So there's lots of goals that we can set for our team that they'll be locked in to achieve. And
talking about that number one recruiting class, nobody talking about that Janae Kent girl. I went and looked at her highlight. Oh, her and Valise Cole. Both of them young ladies are ballers. We know Michaela and Del Rosario, but man, Valise is nasty. I'm telling you, and Kent.
You got that New York swag. She hit a pass the other day, and I think it was the ball. It was one of those games she played in. And I was like, oh my God. Like it's one of them, okay. And then like you said, Janae, I've seen Janae play a lot. I actually texted her, I think earlier today, or yesterday. But she we have some pieces. Like
Oh man, we can talk to you forever, Coach. But I gotta let you. We gotta set you up. We gotta tell everybody about you. So this is gonna be my last question. I promise, KT. Coach, when we get the opportunity, because we're gonna have Jasmine come on the show too. Jasmine we already in touch with her people. She coming on here soon. So but she gonna tell us how you are. But in your own words, Coach, what is your coaching style? You following the Kim Mulkey blueprint, and how would your players describe playing for Coach Daphne Mitchell?
My coaching style, you know what? Like I said, I kind of like a chameleon. Like it depends on. It's been different everywhere I've been. Here, because we have so many personalities on staff, and like you have Coach Mulkey, who's like the main voice. You got Coach Bob Starkey, who's a legend. You got G. That's just the coaches. Like, we still got all the support staff and Auntie Shantae and everyone else, but. My coaching style, I'm like the ghost whisperer. I'm the one that's like, I see you getting frustrated or I see something. I don't have to yell to get your attention. I might walk by you and say, hey, like if you so-and-so, this will work better. Or if you did it, hey, pick it up. Like it's one of those, because when I do get mad, it's like, oh shoot, I didn't get in trouble, I didn't piss staff off or whatever. Or like we're just so honest here. Like Jazz will tell you, like I'm like, Jazz, you ain't going hard. She's like, for real? I'm like, Jazz, you ain't going hard enough. So I don't. I think that's kind of like my style. Like it's not about. I mean, I know everyone is motivated differently. Like I was one that you gotta had to get up in my tail to make me like piss me off, make me play harder. And like I said, we got people for that. But I'm the one that's like, okay, like not the baby, but more of a like I just see stuff differently sometimes, and I can kind of walk over and be like, you don't understand what he's saying. They're like, no. I'm like, okay, let me explain it to you. And they're like, oh, okay, well, good, I bet it. So yeah, I don't know what the players would say about me. I think of, like I said, randomly funny, easy to talk to. They know my door is always open. Like, oh, Dad, I got a question. I'm like, what's up? What's your question? So just chill. I'm like that. I'm like big cousin. I'm not auntie quite. I'm not mama. I'm like big cousin, like cool cousin. And like, I got a question. Like, you've been here, you know this. Can I just ask you this? And I'm like, yeah. Or I can say something to you, like, I know what you're talking. I know what you're doing. I already been there, done that. And you're like, oh, dang, she called me. I know. So, yeah.
All right, Coach. Daphne Mitchell, welcome to the championship rounds. This is the part of the show with KT and I. We're going to do a little one-on-one. And now you're officially going to be calling all the shots, all right? Have you ever played a game called Would You Rather before?
I have. Yes, I have.
All right, so you already know the rules. They're very simple, Sports Life Talk Nation. Both KT and I are going to make a pitch. Whichever one of those pitches Coach selects, that host will gain a point. The first host to get 2 points or the best out of 3 will win this episode's game of championship rounds. It's just that simple. All right, Coach? Now, I got the privilege of being the defending champion. So I am going to get the party started right now. All right, Coach. Would you rather coach a player, or when you become a head coach a player, and then, of course, that player goes on to win rings like yourself, and then they say, hey, I did it all through the Daphne Mitchell blueprint, right? I come from the Daphne Mitchell coaching tree. Or
coach a player who makes it to the Basketball Hall of Fame, and in their speech tells you they wouldn't be there without you.
I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Hall of Fame. Look at you. I'm gonna go with the Hall of Fame. That's big.
Okay, that was the wrong answer, Coach. I'm from Louisiana. I can't let you ride with it. That was the wrong answer. Well, I mean,
I know Hall of Famer, so I'm like, man, that's an honor, man.
All right, well, you got pressure on me. Pressure is a privilege. Let's go, KT.
Let's do it.
All right. Would you rather host your own cooking show on the Food Network, where you travel the world interviewing athletes and celebrities as they take you to their favorite places to eat in their hometowns, or
would you rather have Netflix come to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and they do a documentary like Last Chance U, highlighting LSU women's basketball from the point that y'all won that national championship?
Okay, from the point we won it, yeah, I'm gonna know Netflix. Okay, if it was anything before we won it, I don't know.
Well, y'all already won it. I can't get the crew to go back in time, so they got to come now. And they got to be like, so now we chronicling this whole journey. But I got the point, right?
Yes, you got the point.
Yeah, you got the point. She picked you. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do it. Angel, show me some moves. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Coach. So for round 3, all right. So now me and KT, we huge sneaker fans. We sneakerheads. And I know if you on that staff, you got to have a high appreciation for fashion. So we go live every Wednesday nights, 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's just a live show. And on that show, we talk sports, right? It's sports, but it's also life. It's pop culture. You know, we talk all kind of stuff. And part of that show is I do a segment called The Drop, where I talk about new release of sneakers that's coming out that I got to have in my bag. And so I recommend everybody to go out and get it for themselves. But before the show, Kevin and I personally picked a pair of sneakers out of our collection that we thought that you would like, okay? So for round 3, I'm gonna say, now you're gonna like this part, because I'm gonna count to 3, and you're gonna say, hold that sneaker. You know how we say hold that tiger in Louisiana? You're gonna say, hold that sneaker. And when you say that, Kevin and I are gonna show you the shoes that we selected for you. Whichever one you select, they win this episode and they win this round. All right, Coach Mitchell, you ready? All right, 3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker.
I got the LSU, got the purple here.
You see that, Coach? You see the metallic? You already know this is a Regal shoe. This is the 4s. We already know what the 4s mean. The 4s for real ballers. It's got the all white on there. I could have gave you a 1, Coach. I could have gave you a 1, but I said, you know what? This is a championship shoe.
So y'all ready for my answer?
Yes.
I'm sorry, KT. It's got to go to my boy. It's got to go to my
boy. Yes! And still, heavyweight champion
I'm a simple
of the
girl.
world.
I'm a simple girl. I
goodness!
Like simplicity. I like. We had a lot going on, but them is a good shoe. Y'all pick great shoes. Look, no, he not listening to me. He ain't worried about me. Okay, I'm good.
I ought to get Harold Perkins and knock that hat off your head, boy. Come on here with that foolishness.
Switch up on you.
Hey, I tried to rock with y'all the whole show. I really did.
That's like one loss and you done switched up on me. That's like, I mean.
All right, Coach. When the Tyler Show, Sports Life Talks, you got next. Now we all rocking with you at Call Me Coach D on Twitter. Everybody gonna be following your amazing journey. But in your own words, Coach Daphne Mitchell, we know you got to run it back this year, but what does the future hold for you, Coach DM?
You know what? I am going to I'm be where my feet. I'm be where your feet are, and so it's like. This has been fun. Like, you know, jobs can come and call, and I'm like, I got some things I want to accomplish here first. And so right now it's just, I'm excited for this new class to get on campus, and we're going to get rolling in the summertime. I'm excited to go out in July and see what we can bring in for the next class. It's just, this is fun. This is fun. We're recruiting the top kids in the country right now, while coaching the top people in the country right now. So it's just, I think it's one of those, the future for me is just to continue to grow in my space right now as an assistant and as a leader and just as a mentor. So I think that's what my future holds right now.
Well, Coach, the whistle got to stop blowing. The ball got to stop bouncing. All of these things, everything comes to an end. So one day you'll look back at your career and you have to kind of see what you were able to get accomplished and put together. But when people
Hollywood, Easter.
That's what I'm saying. You and Easter gonna have y'all show going on. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gonna be like, that coach, this used to coach at LSU. I'm like, yeah, that was me. That's all I'm gonna be. I'm me in Hollywood. That's where I'm trying to go.
But Coach Mitchell, when it all stops and people, you know, they do the documentary on this, they do the 30 for 30 on this team that just accomplished what they did, and they start asking people about Coach Daphne Mitchell. What do you want? How do you want your legacy to be left? What footprint do you have want to left on this game?
You know what? I want my players to say, like, she made me feel heard. She made me feel like I mattered. And she just taught me, like, how to like, as Angel said, unapologetically herself. Like, I think that's the biggest thing. I think I want my legacy to just be like, she was a winner. She figured, you know, it's just, oh man, so many things I can think about right now, but just more so, like, I want people to remember how I made them feel, for the most part. Like, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, people can remember, like, oh yeah, they won this. She was on that staff when they did this. They may or may not remember, was she there? Was she not? But I want to say, like, she's a really good person, and I like how people, like, I want to leave an impact on how I made someone feel, and I want them to feel good.
All right, Coach. So you got any shout outs you want to give?
You know, shout outs. I always shout out to the Mitchell family, my mom back home in East Point, Dolores. You know, she got to come with us on this journey at 19 and now she was with us all of March. That's the only reason I'm not going home Mother's Day weekend right now, because I'm like, I saw y'all of March now, woman. Now, so shout out to a lot of my friends. I can name all of them. I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna get in trouble. So
yeah, we had somebody do like a 15-minute shout out. We had to do a whole episode. Just
that's dangerous, because then somebody gonna see it and they be like, so you ain't shout me out? And I'm like, I just ain't got time for that. So my people, they know who they are. They know I love them. They know I appreciate their support always. I got to get some gear out right now. I'm having to pay for postage, so I got to figure all this stuff out as far as my friends and family, but they know. So shout out to everyone that's associated with me, I guess.
All right, so this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell me, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
Who I think should have next? See, who haven't y'all had on? I don't know. I think who should have next is if you can get a head coach. This is a good one. I think you should have Jessica Burks Wiley. She's at FIU down in Florida, in Miami. She's a head coach, longtime friend of mine. We played overseas together, and we've been rocking ever since. And if I had to pick another one, I'm gonna go. Have y'all had JP that's at Louisville yet?
Yeah, we had.
Yeah, we had JP.
Oh, okay, I was like, dang, see, that was my next one. Like, add JP, so I missed that one. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with Jessica then. I'm gonna keep with Jessica Burks Wiley.
All right, Coach Burks Wiley, you are officially on the clock. We got to get you on the show. Come tell you everybody about your amazing journey. Your ticket just got punched. Can't wait to meet you. But Coach Daphne Mitchell, you are truly an inspiration. It has been a pleasure. You're a warrior. You're an icon. You're a trailblazer. You are unique and one of a kind. You are extraordinary and elite. You deserve a yeet because Daphne Mitchell, that's right, you got next. Oh, I'm so hyped. Hey, I'm about to run through a wall. Coach Moki, call a play, Coach Moki. Let's go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go in the game. That's how hype I am. Hey, listen, I hope y'all enjoyed this show. I'm sorry I kept y'all a little bit longer today, but we hope y'all enjoyed it, appreciated it. Hope you can learn something from this young lady. She's absolutely amazing. Y'all please share this episode. Let's get this thing popping and bubble up. Why? Because they deserve it. The women's game deserves it. Those amazing individuals and women at LSU and the staff, they deserve it. The administrators, they all deserve it, and we appreciate you. So don't forget to follow us at Sports Life Talk everywhere. Not everywhere, everywhere. Twitter, IG, Facebook, it don't matter. We out there. We out here in these streets. And don't forget to visit our website, SLTUgotnext.com. If you want to be on the show, if you're like, hey, I got a kid that's in high school or somebody else, maybe it's a coach around the country, like, man, I would love to have our program focused on this show. Hit us up. Go to our website, SLTUgotnext.com. Go to the nominations tab and let us know. And we'll get you on. And then lastly, come hang out with us Wednesday nights. I plugged it a little bit earlier today, but Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We go live. And like I said, it's not just about sports. We talk about everything. So please come in the comments with the rest of the Sports Life Talk family. Kevin, I swear, man, take that hat off, bro. You're being disrespectful. You closing this out on a very disrespectful vibe, bro. Right now, we ain't gay to chomping.
Well, B. Jones, I'll tell you this. You know who reached out to Coach, right?
Who?
It wasn't you. It was me.
How you know that?
Because I did. You know I did. And stop acting like that. So if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have her on here. And then we had Jennifer George on, who called and made it really official. And guess who reached out to her?
Oh, this was a nominations video? I didn't know Coach J.
No. It was kind of sort of. I already had talked to her in the beginning.
Okay.
She said she was going to do it. I talked to her. I should have brought it up on the championship rounds. Maybe they would help me. Who knows? But Coach, thank you so much for rocking with us.
Thank you.
I'm all choked up because I lost. I'm really upset, and I'm trying to just be humble because I hate losing to him. But Coach, whatever you need from us, please let us know we got your back. Well, hold up. Whatever. We need you. So scratch what I just said. We need you. You the champion. Not too much we can do for you. But thank you so much for rocking with us, okay?
I got you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
You gotta be wifing up for the, I don't know the name. If you a good thing, I don't know. Y'all can cancel me later. Hey, I don't know the lyrics. I just know the dance. When it comes on and shake my groove thing. Hey, Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another because together we are better. And keep dreaming big because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
See what's crazy is I knew you had next because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be.